The funeral arrangements have been announced for Neill O'Neill, Rossbeg, Westport, who died suddenly yesterday. The deceased was managing editor of the Mayo News, and news of his passing came as an immense shock to the community at large. His remains will be reposing at his residence tomorrow, Thursday, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. The house is strictly private at all other times. Car parking available at St. Columcille's National School, The Quay, Westport. The funeral will arrive at St. Mary's Church, Westport on Friday at 10:30 a.m. for Mass at 11 a.m. Burial takes place afterwards in Augavale Cemetery. Deepest sympathy is extended to his partner Emma Joyce, his parents Colum and Mary, brothers Connor and Finbar, sisters Aoife and Orla, nieces Siofra, Alana, Daria, Sarah, and Kelly, nephews Thomas, Rory, Cian and Donnig, brother-in-law Tom, sisters-in-law Aisling and Gemma, Tom and Patricia Joyce, aunts, uncles, extended family, friends and community. In a tribute to the deceased, the Minister for Rural and Community Development Michael Ring said, "I was shocked at the news of the sudden death of Neill, the managing editor of the Mayo News and president of the Westport Chamber of Commerce. Neill was a friend of mine. He was born and reared in Westport and was a real community man. He was involved in the Westport Chamber of Commerce, Westport United, and anything that was good for the town. I offer my sympathy to his mother and father, partner Emma, his brothers and sisters, and all his extended family. Neill is a tremendous loss to his family, to the Mayo News and to the whole community of Westport." A tribute by Westport Chamber of Commerce stated, "We are profoundly shocked and saddened at the sudden and untimely death yesterday of Neill O'Neill, president of the Westport Chamber, colleague and friend. Neill has left behind a very real legacy, which will affect the way we do things at the Westport Chamber for a very long time to come. One of the best things about having Neill as chamber president and as a colleague was that he was always prepared to take on any task presented to him at any time, whatever the challenge may be, whilst offering to give you a helping hand along the way, something we have been grateful for on numerous occasions, and we know we are not alone in that. We all got to know his quick smile and ever-ready words of encouragement. On a personal level, every one of us who knew Neill and worked alongside him will truly remember him with great affection. When all is said and done, however much you like your work, it's the people that you meet in it that really matter, and colleagues like Neill are something very special. You don't often come across many, and when you do, they leave a lasting impression. But we should remember Neill not for what we have lost, but for who he was, and what he achieved. Neill is one of those of whom it can truly be said that made Westport a better place, both for those of us who were lucky enough to know him, and for those that have benefited from his work in the Westport Chamber, the Mayo News, and with the numerous voluntary organizations and committees in which he was involved. Goodbye, Neill, and thank you for your spirit, your vision, and for your song. You'll be truly missed."